It's week 6 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Packers' leader at quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Packers and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Now a toss here, short side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 14 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives. It's 0 first down. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Walker showing the power. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Short throw to Disley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll set up to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Running left, it's Warren. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Packers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd down and inches. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's up to the 43. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, the
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson, his second touchdown on the season, and they are able to. Their advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And complete once again to Watson. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packers offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
Again, they turn to Ford. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. He shakes him off. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Packers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Taking it about the 1. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short throw to Musgrave. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and throw. And he knocks knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
They'll look to throw again. They'll find Osborne here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Here we go. 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Hawk 7.
Here's a give up the middle. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. out for one. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Packers first down.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from a yard out. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Fighting through. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 22-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown! It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from 6.
And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
No, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go now.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, and that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status